if there's an injury, how can we work around that injury? What workouts can we do or exercises what we can do? I'm very disciplined when it comes to the food. We're gonna get a facial or one of the face treatments I do. We're in. Good day, everybody. Hello. We're going to have Mona Marison here. She's going to at least step up and step in where Billy Gunn could not do it.
Wouldn't show up.
Wouldn't, man. But in all fairness, I kind of like that Billy missed the other day because of the fact that he just confirmed the week of training that we did together. He was too much. Was too much for him. And just be honest. Let's be honest. He came home and passed out, couldn't get up. But I want to check in with you guys. We are confirmed for next Tuesday will be the Titan check-ins. For everybody here, Titan check-ins takes place. If you're new to this page, the Titan check-ins take place on the private Titan Crew group. And that's for everybody. That's free to everybody that subscribes to the meal plan and to the workouts. So you guys are set, ready to go. Get your information in there so we can make sure that if we need to do any kind of tweaks to your plan, your nutrition, your training, your sleep, if you have any injuries, there's so much more than just a basic check-in. So again, also for anybody that is uncomfortable posting their pics in the Titan Crew, you can email those over, and the email is in there for you guys to email those over. You don't have to post your pics for everybody to see, but if you're comfortable with that, I know some people, especially for me, like I like posting it because it makes me accountable. If they're going to see it, I'm not going to cheat. Is kind of my approach. You know, it's if I have to show the body, I need to come in incredible shape every single time. And so that's kind of one of the reasons I love the check-ins, is because I can only do so much about keeping you guys on track. A lot of it has to come from you. And one of those things is knowing that you're going to do the check-in. You made that commitment to yourself before the first of the year. We're doing this because it's the first of the year, right? We're getting this transformation, this 12 weeks. And that's what those pictures kind of hold you to, going, I got to put my pictures up there. And I'm not looking better than I did 3 weeks ago. You know, then it's like, well, I'm looking at this and you are cheating, and we're going to hold you accountable for that. And so again, it's the great part about the Titan check-ins is that it holds you accountable. If you just keep doing it and keep putting in the work and keep showing up and doing your check-ins, you're going to get better, and you're going to get better so much more than you think. And it's also going to change you a lot more than you think when you guys make those commitments. But you guys kind of know that already. You guys know, you've done this long enough that you know by you staying on a 12-week plan, you change. You don't just change physically, you change emotionally, and it really sets you up. So I'm excited about getting the check-ins going over there. And also really want to hear back about how you guys are liking the Titan Challenge 4 for all of you guys that are doing the Titan Challenge 4. Before Mona comes back, again, this is a question and answer for both Mona and myself. If you have any kind of questions about getting the blood work done, making sure that your body's functioning right, making sure that you're on the right supplementation, the right meals, allergies to certain foods, if there's an injury, how can we work around that injury? What workouts can we do or exercises what we can do to work around the shoulder or the bad back or the bad knees? What can we do? How can we change the cardio to suit you better? And how do we make sure that that metabolism is functioning at 100%, the best of its ability, so you can change as much as you want? So that's Titan check-in in a nutshell. But there's so much more that happens too, not just from me. The cool thing about the Titan Crew is there's so much information from all the Titan Crew members that are in there, and they're talking about their experiences and what they're dealing with as they diet down and stuff. So I think that stuff's really beneficial for anybody out there that's like, well, I want to hear from somebody that's working 12 hours a day, how are they working around the workouts, the nutrition, the cardio? I work at nights. Okay, so what does that individual do at nights that's similar to what I do? And how can I continue to do the meal plans and train? And when's the best time to train? So all those kind of things happen right in the Titan Crew, and we take care of it and make sure that you're doing perfect. Perfect. Again, we never settle. We can be happy with our progress, but we never settle with it, and we try to continue to get better. All right, Jeffrey, let's go into some questions. I want to make sure the first portion here, again, this is question and answer. Please put your questions down. Jeffrey's going to read those, go over those, and try to make the questions, if it's relevant to you, that's great. But if it's more global and can help more people, that's also really good too.
Mike, how do you manage to keep your diet in check? Like, do you do cheat meals or cheat days? Is it normal to feel sluggish after a cheat day? So how do you keep your diet in check? It kind of relates to the Titan Crew too.
Yeah. Responsibilities for me on what I'm doing in life. That I understand, I always have that short-term goal and a long-term goal. I'm always working towards something, so there's never an off. And I've got really good at making a goal stay in the forefront of my mind, which is a good thing for anybody. It's like when you're hungry at night and you want to cheat, and you're like, no, that goal means so much to me. You can conquer anything. You can do whatever you want to do at that point. At least for me, it works that way. And the people I know, it works that way for me. And if anybody doesn't know, I would say I'm very disciplined when it comes to the food, but I am a continuous foodie because I think that's one of my biggest enjoyments in life. So I think there's something that we're going to do this week. I get a high day. And so because I'm in a deficit and I can feel my body slowing down. So what I do is, knowing that it's slowing down, I need to bump it back up. So I have to play with my calories. And a good way to play with the calories, if you're in a deficit and your body shuts down. So I have to go through the list of, is it really shut down? What's going on? What are all the criteria? Am I getting stronger or weaker? Am I looking flat? There's not just.
It's not just every Sunday.
It's not just every Sunday. It's not just the fact of I had a bad workout today. I must be my metabolism stopped. I'm retaining water today. It must be something. There's so many more factors to it, and that's why we do the check-ins, so I can make sure and go, okay, no, in the last 2 weeks, you are shutting down. You're doing too much. We need to pull back. We need to bring your calories up. And so for me, I really realized that my body is shutting down. I'm training really hard, but the deficit I'm in is a good deficit. I'm changing quickly, but it still needs to get a high day in there to kick it back into gear. And then I will fix the calories after the high day, because I'm going to spike it and then be consistent. So with that being said, to help you out on this, the goal has to be there. The goal has to be there from you on what it is. And then the second thing is, again, being accountable or having people that hold you accountable. That's why, again, I think the Titan check-in is great. And we really do see. Hi. Oh, yeah. Rock and roll. And then also make sure he checks that one. And then go over the heating. You can put the dogs away.
I'm going to bring them outside first.
Oh, I got you. So there's a lot of factors to it. I'm here to help you to stay on your point. And these Titan Crew members here can explain that to you, that I really stay on you and I try to hold you accountable and make sure you do your checkups. But at the end of the day, it's got to be you and that goal, whatever that goal is. And I do short-term goals. Now, I'm going to throw all what I just said away. I'm going to throw it all away because of the fact of I understand that this is a lifestyle, right? And so a goal could be a celebration. Okay. So I'm okay with that. Really okay with you guys celebrating. Like, if you do have a high day every Sunday, I'm okay with that. As long as you're accepting the pros and cons to that. If you have to have a high day mentally, then you do it. Then you do it. And I understand it. And then we try to keep working to make sure that you're still doing the deficit during the week, that you're doing okay. So there's a lot of factors to it. But you guys with the 30-day blitz, one of the cool things about that is that you push so hard during the week that the great thing about that is that on Sundays, you're loaded up because I already know your body's going to be shut down. That's why I love the 30-day blitz. And that's why we could really do it to the extreme that we did it, because Sundays was so fun. It was so fun eating. And then also I because I was doing it and I had Heath Evans here and Mona. And so we were all kind of like celebrating with the food. So it really worked well. So it was a good thing. It was a good thing. But hopefully you understand that. Don't take this away. Anybody here, do not go out there and say, hey, Mike said to have a high day because that's your goal. It's not what I said. I gave you an option how to think about it and approach it if you need it. Okay. Obviously, you're not going to get the results as well as the other person or a similar person staying on the plan all the time and celebrating at 12 weeks. Okay. Because that's how we do shows, right? If we're doing a bodybuilding show where I got a guest pose or do a movie, I don't get no high day unless the body shuts down. And a lot of the time when it gets to that point, your kind of mind's playing with you. Is it shutting down? Is it shutting down? You got to just stay in it and realize it's not shutting down. It's just your mind is overpowering your body. So that's a huge one for you guys. If that all confuses you, just stay on your nutrition. Don't worry about it. All right. So with that being said, there is?
I'm telling you. I knew it.
There we go. All right. Great. Well, that's good news then. That's good news. Well, not really. So that's kind of the insight. Thank you. I know that was a long one, but I want you all to understand that I fully understand the other aspects of high days, and emotional is one huge one. Okay.
How do you keep your skin so?
Ooh, that's a good one. And we're going to get some videos up this weekend. Okay. Let's try to do this weekend. We're going to get up a facial or one of the face treatments I do to really just keep the skin healthy. There's a lot of ways to stimulate collagen in the skin. And that's for the body as well. So we'll get those videos up, but I do recommend everybody that's out there. I know this is going to be wasted on the young because you don't have any skin damage or anything like that, but just understand this. Most skin damage is done in your teens and your 20s. It just takes until you're 40 or 50 for it to come out. How crazy is that? Now, the lucky thing is I had a mother that took care of her skin, and it was like porcelain. And she taught me that early on. And I was one of those kids that said, or I was told, because I'm Irish, Scottish, Viking. So it's one of those things. Hey, you going outside? Put on sunblock. And so I always did. So that was one of the big things that kind of saved me later in life. Now, I also put lotion on the body because I understood that I was going to show the body through my lifetime, and I wanted healthy skin. So again, that's one of those things. And then for anybody that's older, you can get it better. Everything that we can do, we can be better if you start today. All right. And so, I got the cream for the body and then take care of your face. But we'll get more details on the YouTube for you guys to watch that. So again, I hope you guys are subscribed. These YouTubes are turning and burning daily now. So I would make sure to put a notification on there just to kind of oversee those videos. Also for you youngsters, again, there's a lot of videos I do teaching you about future lifting that are going to come in beneficial when you're younger. Okay. So if I talk about injuries or working around owies or anything like that, I would recommend watching them because you're going to understand what you need to do to prevent that as a kid as you age. All right. Great question. Next, Jeffrey.